Good Wednesday afternoon, folks. Fox It Outdoors here. Y'all know me as Cliff as well. We are out here in the garden. It is April the 12th, Wednesday, about 12:30 p.m. It's 80 degrees already. It is, I already want to say blistering hot, but I haven't hit the 90s to 100s yet, so I haven't hit the three digits. But yeah, it's hot out here. It's already 80 degrees and it's noon 30. But anyways, as you guys can see, I've been pulling plants out over the last couple of days, getting stuff ready to set out in the yard. I trimmed off my parsley because it was not making these leaves. It's making these skinny leaves here, which usually tells me it's going to seed. Well, it's already bolted and trying to go to seed anyway. I've pulled out my onions. You can see I got a little onion head there and one over there. I've got my garlic chives in the back. I pulled out my rose bush so it can do better. This one's doing fantastic. My regular bunching onions, I've got a nice little seed pod there. A couple of good seeds on here already. You guys can kind of see in the background over there my fan. I had to put that in there because I woke up this morning and the sucker was 105 degrees. Oop, I got a little friend right there. He's hard to see, but that little dot is I got a little spider friend. And then I got peas in this one. And looks like my first one is popping up. I got smart this time and I planted them in between the rungs, between the uprights. Last time I planted them next to them, and those things tend to spread out. So I planted them in the center, that way the tendrils grab onto the grabby post, the little posts. My basil out here getting some sunlight. Hopefully it'll start doing better. I gotta get a little bit of water in there. It's a little dry, but not 100% dry. And then this absolutely massive oregano plant, folks. This is the one that's been in the greenhouse the entire winter. That thing is about 1.5 feet wide. I mean, it's a massive plant. That thing is absolutely ridiculous. I'm just gonna trim it around the edge of the pot, take all of this and dry it. Then I have my chives down there as well. My carrots are doing absolutely phenomenal. I've got some huge carrots in there. I'm waiting to pull those out. That's going to be really nice. And then I got my lemon tree. He's out. Already starting to get little lemons here and there. You can tell I was kind of growing some throughout the winter, but due to lack of either nutrients or proper sunlight, they didn't do so well. I've got to spray this thing off again. I've had to spray it off twice already, wash it with water just to get off all the stickiness and these weird little bugs that have been causing all of my stems to do all weird. So yeah, you see all this weird stuff on there that's not supposed to be on there. So I keep washing them off. But hopefully we got right here, we got a couple of lemons. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Might have a decent one right here. Fingers crossed. This will be the second season this one has been in the pot. Hopefully I won't kill this one like I did the last two or three. Nothing really going on new in the strawberry patch other than looks like I got my first flowers. So I'll be getting strawberries. Oop, there's another one down there. And then check this out. This is my bunching onions. This is what happens, folks, when you stick bunching onions in a container and you spread them out like you're planting regular onions. I have essentially 6 onion heads on here. These things are going to be huge, considering the seeds for these originally were fairly small. But yeah, that's honestly a lot of onions right there. A lot. Moving on over here, I've got some hot peppers in there germinating. I've got the black over it to keep it nice and hot. I've got a cup in a little 6-inch planter, store planter container sitting in the middle just to give it enough a dome effect so it's not flat and pushing against it. I've got a couple of decent carrots in here. Can't wait to get all these out so I can start new ones. Right here I am taking this mess of lettuce and the like 3 or 4 onions that I have just randomly growing in here. You can see I've been digging these out, and I'll show you what I've been doing with that. I have been putting those over here. A bug landed on me. Putting them in here. I don't care what size they are, they're just going in here. I'm going to do one more row, maybe two. I've got 3 onions in here. You can see one there. That one was growing, so I decided to plant the other 2. Maybe I can get them to do something. But yeah, I'm going to get, I think I'm going to stick another row of lettuce in there, and then I'll figure out what to put in the space between that post and over here. So that quarter dome on that side. I'll figure out what to stick in there. Might throw some more onions. I got a couple more inside anyway. And then we have my, get a better angle. These are my other batch of garlic. This guy's kind of struggling, but it looks like he's starting to finally grow a little bit. He's been struggling for a while. That was a really bad transplant that I stuck in here, and yeah, kind of, I don't know, I may or may not have hurt it myself putting it in, but could have been the soil's just too deep or too dense in the spot. Another one I transplanted over here. That guy is doing real well. He is a little above ground. I didn't want to stick him too far down there. It's a possibility I got this guy down too low over here. That's why he's not doing well. But yeah, I got garlic over here, and I don't know if you guys can see it. Oop, I can see him now. Let's get closer in here. I'm at the straddle my pot. But I got beans in here. Oh, you can't see it because it's right in the green. Right where the sun's at. Let me see if I can illuminate it. There we go, that guy right there. And then I got another one right there. Dead center of the screen. And those are my peas. I believe those were the bush peas I stuck in there. Let me see what my container said. Oh, I lost my container. Oh, here it is. Yeah. I planted the Green Arrow bush peas. So I got a whole bunch of those in there. I got my strawberries, just strawberry and that over here. These are actually produced. They got a lot of flowers on them, a lot. And I've got this weird flower cluster. It's like one stem, it's a flat stem. It's really strange. See, look. They're like fused together. But I'm thinking I'm going to get a decent amount of strawberries off of here, the amount of flowers I have on this. So I just got to keep watering it and make sure it does well. Ooh, another project I wanted to show you guys. Well, not really another project. I moved this guy over here just to get all the aphids off of him again. 1 second. Sorry about that, I had to sneeze. I got my peppers over here. These are my yellow ghosts. Doing well. This plant yesterday was all sad. All the leaves were all wilted and dropped down. Watered it. Within 10 minutes, all the leaves popped back up. And then this is this is what I'm doing this year. At least I'm trying to. Potatoes. I got, where you see green is a potato. These are all the ones that were growing in the greenhouse over the winter. So I decided to plant them, and I'm going to see what they do when they get a little taller. I'll probably add more soil just so it's deep, but I've got nice, fairly loose soil in here, so I'll just throw some looser stuff on top, maybe a little bit of sand in there just to get them all nice and going, but hopefully I'll get some potatoes out of this one this year. Mint, as always, doing fantastic. And then I had to cut my arugula down because these things were completely infested with aphids, so I'm just going to leave this pot out here for probably a month or two just sitting in the sun. Wait till that's 100% dried out and then redo the soil. Cat's over there been pooping in my dirt. And then I'm getting ready to move all this stuff off so I can pull my archway out. I'll probably have that out by end of the month, hopefully. And then I'll have it set where I need to. My garlic over here is doing absolutely spectacular. I am missing a few of them that didn't come up. I'm missing one there. I'm missing 2 or 3 over here. I'm missing an entire row here. I'm missing like 4 or 5. One there, one here. One here, one there. And essentially these two rows. So 10 in there, so I'm missing about 20 so far, but considering the amount I planted and what's coming up, I'm actually happy. They are doing fantastic. And my carrot batch over here from last season, still doing well. This is a carryover. These overwintered and actually survived. And I'm hoping to get some nice fat carrots off of this year. I've not planted anything over here yet. Most likely those will be my bell peppers again. They seem to do real well over here. But, yep, and then I have my random garlics on this side as well. I'm guessing because of the tight cluster on here, what happened is they germinated, didn't grow very big, and then overwintered and grew off of each little garlic clove or bulb. Well, the bulb was the whole thing, so I guess clove. But yeah, same with this one over here. I've got like 6 or 7 of them. I know it's hard to see on the screen, or at least for me, because it's like the sun's like pretty much right above me. Yeah, my carrots are, I mean, look, there's a, let's see if I can get you guys in there. Yeah, I don't know how well that's going to show up in the sun. Is just way too obnoxious right now, but I got it's a good sized carrot right there. A couple little ones. And then I got these ones over here. I've got some fat ones in here that I'm waiting to pull out. And then I'm going to loosen up the soil, sift out all this bark, and redo this planter as well. Because originally this planter was completely filled to the top. Yeah, and it's probably sank about 3 inches. And then I got one random carrot down here growing. Go take a quick walk through the dirt. Just to look at this guy again. My pecan tree, finally getting some leaves on it back there. And then, yeah, more onions. Basically, I got like 3 or 4 onions left in here. Looks like 5, maybe 6. I got leftover carrots and lettuces growing back in there as well. I am looking forward to this year's harvests. Oh, and then check this. I got this one over here. I have planted Roma tomatoes on that side. I have planted Gardener's Delight tomatoes on this side, and Marglobes on that corner. And yeah, I'm doing 3 tomatoes in 1 container, and I do not care. They all pretty much require the same nutrient values, so yeah, I figured, why not? I have absolutely nothing planted in this. There is a lot of green in here. You guys can see little bits of green here and there. I believe those are just standard little weeds that may or may not have already been in with the soil mix. So that's just going to be what that's going to be. I'm going to wait another couple of days and then I'll take care of that one. And then back around this corner, I have a sucker that I put off of the blackberry bush. So another week or so, I'm probably going to trim that off. And I'm going to have me a freestanding bush. Probably sell that to somebody for like 15 bucks or 10 bucks. And then we'll do a little bit of the last tour bit over here. And then probably call this video an end because I'm almost at 15 minutes. Got random weeds in here. I forgot what name of this bush was, but I have a carrot chilling in here, which is hilarious. Plants are doing well. I got to start getting this guy prepped and ready. But I got to take all the dirt and I got to level this thing. This thing is completely crooked. It's like cattywampus. The same with this one over here. All the water tends to run around this way, so I got to lower that side. But check it out. All my fruit trees so far, I haven't lost these ones this year. They didn't die, so I am super thankful. I have my dwarf Fuji apples getting leaves on it. I have my cherry tree, which I had to cut off the original stem, but it grew 3 over there and then 2 sprouted off of this one. So yeah, I've got a weird looking cherry tree. Ooh, check this out. Ooh, I just saw something I'm super stoked with. This is my Ambrosia apple tree, ultra dwarf, and check this out. There are flowers on this thing. Not just your standard flowers. I mean, look at this. Look at all the red on there. It's everywhere. And then there is my other apple tree. This one is the, oh, yep, this one is the Semi-Dwarf Honeycrisps. So, basically, folks, here's what's going to happen with this tree. I'm going to turn this one into 5. I'm going to take this off, this off, this off, and this off. I'm going to put it in some root growing and some root starter hormone. And I am going to try to propagate 4 more trees. So hopefully I can get 5 Honeycrisp apple trees, and this is a perfect time to do it because this is already starting to grow. I probably should have done this about 2 weeks ago, but I made the mistake of not doing it. So I've been busy, but yeah. And then I got to figure out what the hell happened over here. This is bark rot, which I don't like. So I'm gonna have to fix that somehow. Or it'll heal itself and just continue to grow. It almost looks like it got shaved by something. But anyways, that's what we got going on in the projects over here. My 2 blueberries are getting ready to go. My pots, again, like I said, I've got these ones already set up. End of this year, I'm probably going to take all of that stuff, transfer it over there. That's my mint. But yeah, I'm absolutely looking forward to getting some, potentially getting some fruit off of my plants this year. But yeah, man, I mean, look at how pretty these are. Pretty little red flowers. Well, they haven't even flowered yet, but they're gonna be. I think it's gonna be a really nice tree. And this one's got a really good design. It's like almost completely round. This one's more flat, which is really weird. But that's all right, because like I said, I'm gonna take those stems off on that side. Might actually take this one up here off too, just so my tree's a little bit more balanced. Because I think if I have too much on one side, it's gonna be too heavy, and that tree's gonna want to lean. So I think I'm gonna do that. I think I'll just take off all the 5 of these here, and then run a pole in there to straighten out that tree. I'll let the top do what the top wants to do, because that's actually going pretty good. So I'll wait till this gets a little bigger, and then I'll probably trim it to keep it down to a certain size. But yeah, I do like the fact that it's got this little tripod sector at the top. That's kind of neat. But yeah, I'll go give these guys a little bit of water today, and that's pretty much going to be it for that. So thank you folks for joining me on this wondrous little video of my garden update. I will be doing more over the weeks until the meetup in, I think it was like 4 or 5 weeks from now. We have the YouTube gathering meetup. I will be over there. But I just wanted to thank you guys once again for joining me on this video. Do me a favor on the way out, hit that thumbs up, share this out with friends and family and anyone else you know that might be interested in container gardening. Until then, this is going to be Fox at Outdoors signing off. You guys have a wonderful week, and I will see you later. Peace.